I'm going to read to you from Love, Death and Bad Behaviour, published by Footsteps Press and written by Jonathan Coudrille. The history of the nation is not peaceful integration, but an accurate account of brutal force. How it overwhelms the meek as the Romans screwed the Greek, and everyone got rogered by the Norse. Picture, you're indigenous, you farm your fen, euliginous, odoriferous and sodden though it be, you are distant from the lairs of those scary wolves and bears up in the forest, so much safer by the sea. But look, my child, a whale? No, a pretty stripy sail, and another. And the dragon-headed ships of the horned helmet hordes with their axes and their swords howl in. And little chap, you've had your chips. You're a mark, for you're a man. The invader has his plan, and it won't encompass sparing you your life. You'll be pierced in the subclavian by some randy Scandinavian who'll celebrate by pleasuring your wife. The fundamental dicta are that spoils go to the victor, and the maid may not resist the Regis Rex. The bloodline of your village, it's the fruit of rape and pillage, for the bad boy is the one that gets the sex. Success is procreation. Genghis Khan begat a nation. And whether you're the cream or you're the dregs, it's not about your charm or the muscle in your arm. It's entirely what you've got between your legs. On the plumper plains of France, rather smarter Danes advance. They've worked out one doesn't kill the golden goose. As long as they get paid and as long as they get laid, they'll go away and leave you on the loose. In Paris, Charles the Bald was annually galled for geld by yearly fleets of armed marauders. He chose the cleanest bunch and, inviting them to lunch, proposed a little deal to hold his borders. Come settle here by me. I will give you Normandy. It's a pleasant spot, as you may go and check. If you become a Norman, you can function as my Norman. Just keep the les autres bastards off my neck. Where am I? There we go. Within a generation they were Frencher than the nation that they'd colonized instead of laying waste. They turned their dread protection into illegal tax collection. The racket that still leaves a funny taste. No need to get a fix on the year 1066. Duke William enforced his droit majeur. Harold scanned the sky, got the arrow in his eye. It's stitched on the tapisserie Bayeux. Now of any two, the crueller will naturally be ruler. The line is fine twixt terror and respect. And between respect and awe, it's still finer. And what's more is embraced on both sides more than you'd expect. For healthy domination is a part of education, building character depending how one copes. Getting sodomized at school is a very useful tool. By one's wedding night, one sort of knows the ropes. And thus were forged the chains of 1,000 years of reigns, with the peasants dispossessed and in the mud, and the monarchs in their palaces, begetting with their fallacies the heirs to carry on the royal blood. Remarkable to tell, it worked out rather well, a status more than quo the state enjoys. Who wants dull elections while the king still gets erections and the queen has healthy babies that are boys? Whilst elsewhere the inbreeding led to chins that were receding, and the miserable bleeding of the heirs, Here the ritual beddings, occasional beheadings, led to weddings that just led to more affairs. Abroad the institution fell to bloody revolution, in lands where monarchs formed a narrow breed. Here they're tolerated, for it seems we're all related, having all participated in their seed. We're sprigs, or something ruder, of some Stuart, George, or Tudor, or a byblow of some other royal faux pas. That there's been so little sin, sir, in the ruling house of Windsor is a triumph of the palace's PR. For royalty holds sway right until the present day, and we're spared the presidential staff of hacks, though it's surely common sense to consider the expense. They only cost us threepence on the tax. Are they out of touch? Well, does it matter much? While figureheads no longer plough the storm, the tourists get excited. We all love getting knighted. More affection than protection seems the norm. You may feel like throwing rocks if your home's a cardboard box. But when monarchs are deposed, you see, too late, the egocentric faces of dictators in their places, whose evil sons will spoil your nation's state. The tabloid-reading panikists are terrified the anarchists are going to kick the royals up the arse. Me, I've only one complaint, and it isn't that they're quaint. It's the fact they're all so bloody middle class. Love, death, and bad behaviour. Footsteps press. Goodbye. Danger, old Leskerland, listen here stranger, better repent. Devil will get you, lying so fine, and you'll be lost with the fire damp down in the mine. Whoa, so long ago. Devil will get you, best walk the line, or you'll be lost with the fire damp down